Cancers, welcome to my channel and welcome all my returning subscribers. Today we're going to be looking at you versus your person, your perspective of the situation, your person, feelings, all that, and then your person's side. So let's jump straight in. Any information that you may be looking for to book a personal reading, follow me on any other social media accounts that I may have will be below. And if you want to see future readings from me or lives where I answer personal reading questions, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell. But let's go ahead and jump straight in. So your first card we have for how you feel, view the situation, all of that, we have vision. So you could have a clear idea of where you want to take things with your person, where you envision this relationship going. You could be even wanting to know your person's vision, or if you guys do have like check-ins where you guys discuss like where you guys see things going, you may want reassurance in terms of whether or not that vision is real or whether or not that vision is going to actually come to life here, okay? You could also see things that maybe your person doesn't see in terms of, their actions, or, things that they may not be aware of in terms of like their reactions to things, or, their strengths and weaknesses. You get to witness it. Okay, I also have kindness. So for the most part, your person could be very sweet. Your person could be very understanding. There could be times though where they're not so understanding, and maybe they're not operating from the most kind energy. And that could be something that you're, wanting them to maybe get grounded in at times, okay? For a lot of you could be trying your best to keep the peace, especially if things have been very, very hectic, okay? I also have empathy. So you guys could feel your person's emotions to the core. Like you could feel their feelings. You could almost sense their thoughts because of how in tune you are with them, or vice versa. You could feel that way about your person. It could almost feel like they're like tapped in with you or something, okay? You could be wanting your person to also like be consistent in keeping their empathy in check, or I don't know if that's the right way I want to say it, but sometimes they can get caught up in their own desire so much so that maybe they neglect you, and that may be something that you don't really like, okay, or vice versa. Okay, so we have forgiving and learning, I have unrequited love, and I also have let go of control issues. So there could be some issues that have transpired between you and your person. And the question is, if you do forgive this person, are they truly going to learn from their actions of the past? And for others of you, you could be wanting forgiveness. Okay, take this reading how it applies. It could be a vice versa thing. So yeah, but with forgiving and learning being here, someone in this connection has messed up, and it's the question of, can we move past that? Can we let that be a chapter that we've experienced, we learn from, and we move beyond? And with unrequited love, that could be like one of the biggest issues, because unrequited love usually comes up when there is a strong sense of love and connection, but the issues kind of supersede the fact that there is a genuine connection. So that could be a real problem here. I also have let go of control issues. So this is the need, or this is you guys realizing that you need to let go of trying to control the outcome of how things turn out. You could be realizing that no matter what you do, at the end of the day, things are going to play out the way that they are. And this person is going to operate the way that they're going to operate. And you can't really control the outcome itself. Okay, for others of you, this could be somebody who you've never dated before. And I am kind of seeing this storyline unravel. So I want to address it really quick. You could be dealing with somebody who has some serious trauma that they have not healed from. And because of it, although there's a true attraction between you two, they could be so defensive and hard in terms of their exterior that it's impossible for you to really genuinely connect with them the way that you want to. Okay, so let's look at The energy with the tarot cards. What's the energy around my Cancers and how they feel about their love interest? So we have the Ten of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune, the Five of Cups, the Eight of Pentacles, the Tower, and the Lovers. So yeah, I am seeing, so to kind of like go further into the scenario I talked about a second ago about the possibility of you guys dating somebody who's just unhealed or being interested in somebody who's unhealed and they could be kind of defensive. I'm kind of seeing even with the tarot cards here, you could be dealing with somebody who you could really be hoping that they come out of this spell of being focused on what has happened before and not taking it out on you in terms of them being unable to like see you from a fresh new lens and not trying to put the same standards or expectations on you that they did with a previous person. Anywho, beyond that, another thing that I'm picking up on, I am seeing a long-term situation that some of you guys have been in. And again, there has been a lot of things that have happened and you could be either trying to get over the things that this person and you have went through, or you could be wanting your person to, again, let bygones be bygones, because that could be the root of what's making the relationship unrecoverable or not fixable. Okay, some of you guys have been stuck between a rock and a hard place, trying to make a choice. Should you work things out with this person? Should you just let the situation go? Okay, for some of you guys, you could be sick and tired of like you being a choice between you and another person. They could be, you know, having options as of right now, and that could be a concern as well. Now let's look at their side. Okay, so Cancers, what does your person of interest, person in mind watching this video, feel about the situation between you two? So we have responsibility. So there's certain accountabilities that they are trying to stand in, or certain accountabilities they want you to stand in. Okay, they also could be so consumed in their responsibilities for some of you that they could sometimes come off a little bit dismissive or inconsistent. They would want to express to you, if they could, how they do hold the situation to a point of like importance. They do see this connection between you two as being very important or something that they value. It's just sometimes they don't know how to handle it, okay? I also have patience. So they could appreciate your level of patience for them. If you go above and beyond to basically work with them and give them chance after chance after chance after chance, they clearly see that, okay? They also, again, take this reading how it applies. This could be a vice versa situation as well. But they feel this strong appreciation for your level of patience. They also may realize on their end they need to work on their level of patience, because they could be very quite snappy, or they may react and do things in the heat of the moment that they shouldn't be doing. Also have willingness. So they are willing to do what it takes to fix this relationship. They're willing to make the effort. They just want to make sure it's not in vain, that all is not lost. Okay, Cancer's love interest, person they're thinking about watching this video, how do they feel? Okay, so we have getting to know each other, healing family issues, and give your relationship a chance. So for some of you, this is a family situation, or this person has some, again, real trauma connected to their childhood, or the person they may have children with, and that whole dynamic. But again, if this is a newer person, they are willing to get to know you and see where things could possibly go. It just, again, they could be operating from a very unhealed place, and they may be aware of it, very aware of the fact that this could be something that's a hindrance for them. Okay, for others of you, again, it just comes down to, will you fix, or are you willing to fix the relationship with them, considering what you guys have already went through? Cancers, what does their person of interest feel about the connection with Cancer? So I got the 10 of Pentacles, 3 of Swords, Hangman, Empress, 10 of Swords, and the Chariot. So they feel like for the amount of time that you guys have been together, if this is a long-term connection, that things should be a lot more secure. And they're starting to realize that there could be certain issues that just don't seem to be fixable. So they could be, you know, maybe trying to move forward, especially if you've decided to take a step back and you've decided to end things or just take time out for yourself. So they could be trying to maybe focus on moving forward, even though it could be kind of painful. Okay, for others of you, again, if this is a newer connection, this feels like someone who's scared to give themselves up in a way where they're being completely vulnerable and open. They could be someone who still has a lack of, if I can talk, what? An inability to see beyond their doubt and their disappointment of the past. It's like they were at their lowest point at one point and they may not want to go necessarily back there. Okay. Also, if there are certain betrayals that have happened, it really does come down to accountability. And for some of you, they could be having a hard time like fully standing in accountability. And that could be something that they're having to address too. But this is what I'm seeing. I hope that you took something from this video and this gave you more of an insight on how your person thinks and everything. If you enjoyed, thumbs up the video, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.